Not everybody have the luxury of playing 2K 24/7, like literally. This is not most people's job. Some people just play 2K to have fun. And those people, I mean, the community call them casuals, but I call them normal people in my opinion. So those mean people who are looking for a build, they can just hop in and have fun, but sometimes it's very difficult to make a build. In this video, I have 3 builds for you guys, literally 3 builds. And those builds can play 1 to 5. I mean, this on the screen, as you can see right now, is a point guard. This one can play point guard, shooting guard, and small forward, in my opinion. And yeah, I will not waste a lot of your time, so this video will be actually pretty short anyway. So first thing first, the first build is a point guard. A point guard 6'4". Why I went with 6'4"? You can actually go 6'3" with this build. The main reason is to have the 89 strength. That's why I decided to go with 228 pound and 6'11 wingspan. The 6'11 is very important, is for the 89 dribble, right? So this is the attribute, and I will not like literally build the build for you. I will just leave it here and explain to you everything very fast what I did. The first thing first here is the 3-point attribute. 89 because we want this badge right here, and with the +1 badge, elevator, you can add this one and then have this badge, limitless range on gold. Everything here is absolutely the same, and then you can unlock some pretty good jump shot in my opinion. I mean, there's plenty of content creator who already posted their jump shot. You can just check it out. 75, if you decide to play my career, rec, or 5v5, at least you have some decent pass. This build is not for comp players, like literally. If you consider yourself as a comp point guard, this build is not for you, like literally. This build is not for you. Second thing is, on the playmaking part, is the 90 ball handle. With 90 ball handle, you get an ankle assassin on gold, on bronze. Handle for days, one of the most important badge for playmakers. And you see, you have the rest here, and then you can just recreate the build, then you'll find everything for yourself. The third part of this build is the defense. The defense is absolutely elite on this build. For a 6'4" point guard, literally you have challenger, one ball menace, big dodger, unmovable enforcer, off-ball pass. On top of that, you have glove and interceptor on gold. Literally, this badge is absolutely very fun. I mean, the defense on this build is very elite, that's what I meant. So if you want to use your cap breakers, you can use your cap breakers on defense and be actually a true luck if you want to. The fourth part is the speed. 87, 82, 86. This is very important. 75 because we unlock the finishing. This build must have layup, literally must have layup, because I don't know if you play 2K already, but dunking is absolutely, layup and clutch shot animation are pretty weird sometimes. You think sometimes you have a wide open layup and you can just miss it, like just like this, you'll miss your layup. But anyway, this is the build, guys. And then with this build, you have Jalen Suggs, Shea, and James Harden. That's absolutely cool as a shade off. And let's see who we have. The name of the build is a two-way, 3-level shot creator. This build, I feel like this build would be absolutely decent for people who actually just want to play as a guard, dribble, play defense, test the proving ground, and then just have fun in general. So yeah, this is a very good build for people who don't play regularly. The second build for you today, guys, is again a shooting guard. This one is 6'8". This one can play as a small forward also. I don't recommend to make this build as a small forward. You'll see why in a second. But in my opinion, this build, if you make this build, is a very well-rounded build in my opinion. Once again, and then this build should be made as a shooting guard, 221 and 7'4" wingspan. That will be absolutely enough, and I'm gonna show you why. So first thing first, the finishing. With the finishing here, you have of course the 87 driving dunk. This will give you enough animations that if you near the basket or you just in transition, you'll be able to finish very easily. Second thing is the playmaking, the shooting, the mid-range. 85 mid-range will give you access to very good base like Ray Allen and a lot of variety of very good bases. So 75 3-ball is not that important because this is what carries the 3-point. If you have a very good base, you can actually have 60 here and you'll be able to green. So the most important thing is the 85 3-ball. 81 free throw if you want to play Mercury. Again, 75 pass accuracy if you played 5 or if you played 3s. if you just play off ball, you just need a very good, passing accuracy, because lanes this year is weird. Lanes is very weird. Sometimes you can actually get away with a very like touchdown pass, and sometimes the same touchdown pass will be intercepted in the next possession. So just put 75 if you don't plan to play like pro-am or stage or comp. Like I said, these builds are not for comp players. If you call yourself a comp players, this video is not for you, literally. So 86 playmaking, in the ball handle, you have very good animation. You can have ankle assist and handle for days, strong handles and pluckable, and then you have lightning launch at silver. That will be very enough. In terms of defense, this is why I said this build should play more as of shooting guard. Listen, this is what I did for this build. In my opinion, this build is very well rounded with the height, because 85 perimeter is way more than enough. If you want to sacrifice something on this build, let's say you don't want playmaking, you can actually sacrifice your playmaking to add it on your defense, and then use this build as you wish. The 6'4", small guard this year have way more attribute point. That's what the 6'4" is looks slightly better. But in general, this one right here is absolutely very well rounded. 85 have every necessity for perimeter defense. Here you have glove and interceptor on silver. You can use your +1 to just level up one of those badges on gold. And then here in terms of like the finishing, you can use the +1 level 15 to put your high flyer denier at gold, sorry. Here also you have 60 rebound. As a 6'8", if you play small forward, sometimes you'll find yourself in a position where you must get rebound, and that you'll be lucky enough to have 60 rebound, defensive rebound. 85, you fast enough. 77, that's way more than enough. 86 and 80, this for me is a very decent build. And then in terms of shade off, you have Eddie Jones, DeJounte Murray, Shaden Sharp. I don't know who the two first, the first and last guy are, but anyway, we move. And we have built a versatile stopper. I feel like this build name, the name is very decent, in my opinion, if you ask me. But hey, you know what? Like I said, you can use this build as a template to create your own. Me, in my opinion, if you play off ball, you should sacrifice the playmaking, leave the finishing as it is, and leave the shooting as it is. Listen, I'm just giving you guys some template to create your own, or if you want, you can just tweak it the way you want. But in general, that build will be very more sufficient. Sufficient, yes, for some people in the community. And the last build, guys, for today's video is centers. Of course, I will not forget about you all, guys, because I'm also a center, so I feel like it's needed to have a center in this build, in this video. So 7-foot center, 232 and 7'5". I will show you why you shouldn't go max wingspan with this build. This build is very well rounded also. So yeah, anyway, finishing 80. With 80 you unlock the Giannis layout package. Is very glitchy. I have a build, like I already posted the build on the channel, is a my Joel Embiid build, and this I have 90 standing dunk. I feel like this year it's very difficult to find yourself in the paint regularly, more than last year. So like this year, most of the time a lot of center play outside. Even if you play inside, I feel like this will be more enough, especially if you cut on the slip. People will be able to, if the point guard can like literally like see you cut and give you the ball, this will be enough. And even if you get a weird animation and then that trigger a layup instead of a dunk, you'll be able to finish very good near the paint. So shooting, this will be very important for you to have. If you don't know, if you don't have a jump shot as a center, I already dropped a video for center build, for center in general. Sorry for the guard, I don't play guard, so I don't know what is the best jump shot you can have. Anyway, so 85, 75, and here break starters. Most of the time as a center, when you get a ball, the guard is already down the court, so this will be way more than enough for you if you want to do it like this. If you want to, you can cut this on 73 and then try to cut some point to have the Tyrese Halliburton passing style here, or you can just cut whatever you want. But I feel like this one with the Jokic passing style, you'll get away with it most of the time. This not important at the center. Interior defense is very important, and 62, you have very good perimeter, is very important this year. Steals, this, like I said, for the shooting guard build, lanes this year are very crazy. Sometimes you can see a center just will be able to deflect the ball very fast and you don't even expect them to deflect the ball. So just be one of them, like the unpredictable centers. 88, way more than enough. Like honestly, I'd play somebody with a 96 or 95 or 92. I don't know. I mean, the next level is to have 92 here. And to be quite honest, guys, it was literally the same. I put my +1 badge here because on my Jordan build I have an 88. And to be honest, I think I remember I had way more block than him, like literally, because he had 92, I had 88. My positioning was way better than his, and I got away with way more blocks than him. So 88 will be way more enough, especially if you want to play just 1 or 2 games. You don't need this to be very high more than this. This will you get away with it. 92, just to have defensive rebound if you want to. This is not really a must to have. I just added it for people like me. Myself personally, I don't play regularly, but I like to get offensive rebound, especially if I play solo rank. Sometimes getting the extra offensive rebound to kick it to your teammate can help you just to win some games. Defensive must have, and if you cut here, if you cut your point here, use those points here to put this on 96. Anyway, 71 speed, way more than enough. 60 agility, 86 and 80 vert. This build can do it all. In my opinion, this build can literally do it all. And then you have a shade of Jack Sigma, Onyeka Okongu, and Joel Embiid. Pretty fun shade for Joel, actually. We have built, I don't know, I literally don't know. Playmaking defensive anchor. This is a very nice name if you ask me. But yeah, those are the 3 build guys that in my opinion I feel like that will be very helpful for you. Every build can play 2 positions. This one can play power forward and literally, center. You can be the spot up, you can be the stretch, you can play inside, you can play everywhere. And the previous 2 builds also that I show you guys can play everywhere. So thank you. Do the one you want the most first, and then you can just tweak it the way you like. Anyway, guys, hopefully you like this video. If you do, just like the video and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. I'm out.